No. Skin was slick. Still what the hell? That was struggling. I took off some like, you gotta turn it.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will get the ball first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Oh, he's got a chance. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love quarterbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Running to Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Creates a little room. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to PayDaBillz. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Underwood. He's got it and still on his feet. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he could make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. After 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He makes the catch. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to 2. Nice bounce back already in this next game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Handoff from the gun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. This time he's got it. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
First down for the offense.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it down the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, first and 10 from the 33. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy's just an absolute headache.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Georgia. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, man.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle them.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. It's a big stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets it out quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Bringing the heat. He turns that loose down the right side. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Firing to the right, complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They're ripping chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Makes the catch. It's Wiley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Got room at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Dogs will move the sticks. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spot.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
24, Georgia.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Unloads quickly.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Trying to pound their way in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to him back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself. So I love the big fella getting the football.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. On the move. Touchdown, Georgia! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wide out. Catch in the middle, it's LeBoy. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Finds him out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big time play.